Taking a look at futures this morning, as you can see, those comments from President Trump pushing markets higher again. In the pre-market, we had a major close yesterday to the upside. All three major indices finishing March, for the day anyway, with a rally. The Dow surging, as you can see, 1,125 points, 795 on the NASDAQ, S&P up 184. S&P 500 had its best day since May. We saw this with all of the markets, actually. Oil was the other story because oil prices tumbled again on those comments from President Trump. There are oil prices for you right now. Brent is at 103.85 and WTI is at $100 and change, but these contracts are lower this morning. So President Trump saying the U.S. may leave Iran within 2 to 3 weeks. He's going to address the nation tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, for a, quote, important update on the conflict. That is what we know right now. Meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the UAE is pushing for more aggressive action to reopen the Strait, urging a U.S.-led coalition, even considering joining military efforts to force that waterway back open. Now, President Trump also telling The Telegraph new this morning he's considering whether the U.S. should pull out of NATO when operations in Iran have ended. He has voiced multiple times his displeasure with our NATO partners. Want to bring in Prime Capital Financial CIO Will McGough. Will, your thoughts this morning on what you're seeing?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Cheryl. So you have to kind of take these headlines with a grain of salt until we actually see actions come from them. With oil being higher, there's some positives and some negatives. You know, we're one of the largest oil producers here in the States, so certainly some of our companies benefit from higher prices. But we also have to watch the downside here with regard to higher oil prices. How's it going to affect inflation and the Fed? You're starting to see some headlines make their way around the world about fuel rationing in other countries, and is that going to affect the international markets there? And then I also think even if we withdraw troops, and listen, I'm no geopolitical expert here, there's been a lot of damage to their oil infrastructure in the Middle East. And so how long is that going to take to rebuild, to come online, to ultimately have oil prices go lower as well? So there's just a lot of unknowns right now and a lot of headlines, too, to add to those unknowns.
There's a lot of ancillary storylines in all of this. And Adam, you know, one of the things that this war has done is we've got a helium crisis now. And helium is something that is essential. It cools AI chip making facilities. It also keeps MRI scanners going.
Yeah,
so.
And the Gulf accounts for about 30%, 1/3 of global helium production. Yeah, so there are these unintended consequences. There will be some sort of reopening of Hormuz. We don't know exactly what it will look like. Is that because of the military? Is that because Iran is going to force a toll and people will pay it? Ships are going through now. We don't know what it'll look like. There will be some kind of opening because keeping it closed is unsustainable. But there are absolutely dislocations because of it.
Yeah, and how long does that take to recover? What does that do to the talk, at least, about a global recession and all of this? Also, you know, I mentioned helium and AI chips. AI deals are driving the next leg of these tech trades that we're watching. NVIDIA is going to be investing $2 billion in Marvel, allowing it to build custom AI chips on NVIDIA's platform. This expands the AI ecosystem, and this certainly added to the rally in chip stocks we saw yesterday. OpenAI closing a record-breaking $122 billion funding round. This values OpenAI at more than $850 billion. Remember, this company is backed by Amazon, NVIDIA, SoftBank, and then Microsoft closing out its worst quarter since the 2008 financial crisis. Stock down more than 20%. Of course, this is AI concerns weighing on sentiment. They're facing pressure to balance their investment in AI with their profits, Will. And one analyst said a couple of days to me on another program on the Business Network that basically, why would you throw out Microsoft? That's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so I'm still a big believer in this AI trade. I think we're mid-innings here. Call it 4 out of 9 innings. The OpenAI investment's good. It's going to set things up for an eventual IPO. You know, we talk about the current Mag 7 kind of being re-rated as core or value with all these IPOs coming on board as the new growth. And then also want folks to know it's not Marvel as in the movies here. It's a semiconductor. And so the hardware versus software trade is also prevalent here too. You see NVIDIA getting into silicon photonics, which is basically copper is the bottleneck in all these data centers and AI. And some of these hardware providers are making it where light can transfer data now, which makes things quicker. So it makes AI more powerful, which makes AI more efficient, which helps productivity, which makes us all better in the end.
Yeah, certainly. And again, you know, that trade continues. You're going to have some weakness. You're going to have some losers at the end of the day with all the CAPEX spending. But certainly it's a sector sector we're watching. Will McGough, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right.